Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, and today I want to talk about Animal Crossing New Horizons because I've been talking about this on stream and I figured I'd just make a video on it. I think that the crafting system is going to be very huge with this game because in previous titles there was always stuff to do, but as time goes on and you have a bunch of money and you've already paid off all your loans and you kind of have your house the way you want it, it starts to become that you launch the game to make sure that it stays clean and everything with your town and your house and stuff like that. And then you can fill out the museum, which I love doing. So don't get me wrong, it's definitely fun. And with just that, to me, there's enough to want to go back on and then you could change your house. Like there's definitely stuff to do. So I'm by no means saying that there was nothing to do. But with the crafting system, I really think that the longevity with this game is going to be so much because you have all of the stuff that I've already stated and now you'll be able to craft things. That means that you can launch the game and just be like, you know what? I'm going to need a lot of whatever it is. I'm going to spend the day collecting as much of it as I can. So not only are you going to be getting bells, which again, that's a big part of the game and it's fun to do. You're also going to be needing materials and you're going to need bells to coincide with the materials. So it just adds so much to what you're going to be able to do in the game. Because then when it comes to customizing your house or whatever, I'm sure the materials are going to come into play with that too. So along with getting materials, you're going to have to be getting bells to be able to buy the stuff. So those two combinations of bells and materials, there is going to be a lot of reasons to launch the game and just do whatever. And again, like I said, I know the previous titles, there was always stuff to do and just to launch it and do whatever. But I really think that the crafting is going to add so much more to that I don't see this game getting old for a very long time. Because a lot of us fans are able to play Animal Crossing for a really long time. So this added element is going to add even more time to that. And someone had said that they weren't sure if they were going to like the crafting system. And I think that's where it is going to be a new element to essentially deal with when it comes to Animal Crossing because we haven't had to deal with it before. But I think it's going to be something that's going to end up being fun. And I think people who aren't sure about the crafting system, I think will end up liking it. Because in the end, it's just going to add more playtime, which that isn't always a good thing, because if they just make something that's just a nuisance to add playtime in any game, it's not always going to result in it being fun. But I think with the crafting system, I think it lines up with how Animal Crossing is as a game, to where I think it is going to be fun, and I think it is going to add a lot to the playtime, and it's going to add a lot to us wanting to just do different things in the game in general. And to anyone that's a little bit afraid of the crafting, I think most people who are interested in the game have probably played a game like Stardew Valley or Minecraft or Terraria. And I would say that if you like any of those games, I think you'll be fine with the crafting in this game. And I think you'll probably enjoy Animal Crossing in general. It's not exactly the same as those games in terms of gameplay, but I think in general, if you enjoy those games, I think you'll like Animal Crossing in general, and I think you definitely won't mind the crafting in Animal Crossing. I don't know for sure, because I haven't tried the crafting in Animal Crossing yet, but I think it'll be fine. I think it's going to be fun, I think it's going to add a lot to the game, and I'm super pumped that it's in the game, because I've said before that I think every Animal Crossing game kind of evolves from the previous one and adds something new, and I think this crafting thing is one of those things. And I think it's a really good addition to the game. Because being on an island in general would be considered one of those things, I think, because it's such a different area to interact with. But if it was just that, I don't think it would be a huge change from the previous ones. If it was just that, I'm sure we'd all love it because, I mean, it's still Animal Crossing. But in terms of changing the game, I don't think it'd be that big. But having that along with the crafting, I think that alone just makes it amazing in terms of it evolving off of the past games. So I'm super excited for this game, like I've said many times in other videos, but that's all I really have to say about this. Hopefully the crafting ends up being as good as I think it'll be. But either way, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.